Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. It's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Tua Tagovailoa and the Miami Dolphins taking on Cam Newton and the New England Patriots.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the side of their Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we're ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with Cam Newton and the New England Patriots. Hi, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one, and they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess. They could certainly use. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20. Out come the New England Patriots, led by their 6'5" veteran quarterback, Cam Newton.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers. Because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
6 yards pickup. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And 8 yards.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. He'll drop it underneath to White. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
First down, Patriots.
This is Sony Michel. He grew up a few miles north of here. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
On second down, Michel. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 42.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain.
Sony Michel comes out of a long line of terrific running backs from the University of Georgia and was a first-round selection for New England in 2018. He does not mind carrying the football, never turns down an opportunity. Top 10 in rushing attempts in the league in 2019.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 42-yard line. Running out of the gun with White. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
James White.
That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
30-yard line.
That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only the controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. On 1st and 10, Newton. steps away. He's going to take off with it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run with Michelle. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Michelle, the ball carrier.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
2nd and inches.
On 2nd and inches. Newton. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Just a yard, but that's all they needed, and by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. Big completion there on 3rd and short keeps their opening drive alive.
Not only alive, but plenty of possibilities now. 1st and goal, and you know me, I'm a big advocate. If you're going to throw the ball, throw it early in the down and distance count.
1st and goal from the 6. Here's Newton. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Michelle on an island by himself in the backfield, 2nd and goal. Newton to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown.
Newton's pass.
A.J. Green. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Now, this is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Jakeem Grant now to return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Grant on the return.
The Dolphins now taking the field, led by the 5th overall pick back in April out of Alabama. Quarterback Tua Tagovailoa.
And I'll bet right now it's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no,
right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Throwing now is Tagovailoa, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Defense.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now Tua. He gets this complete to Shaheem, the tight end. 7 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
7-yard pickup.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
31-yard line.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Tua now on first down. Brought in over the middle by Graham. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard.
Patriots 5-yard line.
Tua, a give. This is Howard. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
No gain on.
Remember, as they try to run the ball down here, Charles, this is the number 2 rush defense in the league.
So do you accept the challenge up front? Do you get your offensive line together, get your tight end in the ball game and say, I don't care that they're number 2. Let's go ahead and show them that we can run the ball anyway? Or do you do the best thing and throw the darn thing and try and get in the end zone?
Maybe that's wiser. And it's caught. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Well,
the protection was pretty good there. He was able to hold on to that for a long time, but just nobody could get open.
Excellent coverage downfield. As you mentioned, no one could get open, and he's just trying to avoid the sack and get the ball out of there. But he ends up dumping it off, and it ended up as a negative yardage play.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Patriot offense heading back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And right now they're in that number 2 spot. They would love to hold on to that, but obviously first things first. They want to clinch the division.
And that's what everyone plays for. Win your division first, guarantees you a spot in the playoffs, but still a nice spot to be in. Not as good as it was when the number 2 seed meant a first-round bye. That's all changed with the new playoff system, but still a nice spot to be in.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. There he goes, right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
New England trying to get a place on offense. Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Coming off the pick 6, it's Newton. On the left side, a catch by White. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. A play fake to Michelle. Now Newton. He'll buy some time right. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
A gain of 7. First down, New England.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Rolling to his left. He'll try and run it. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On second down, they'll run with White. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
The tackle made at the 47-yard
Brad, what
line.
were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. Keeping it on the ground on 1st, Michelle. And he stopped immediately there.
Taken down right at the line.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Score Dolphins 10, Patriots 7.
They'll try the air now with Newton. On the crossing route, that's caught. Julian Edelman.
Newton's pass.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Complete to Jason Witten. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Passer, defense.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd.
On 2nd and a couple. Newton sliding out of the pocket. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the gun, here's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And they will run it with Michelle. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it in with White. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
They're running it. It's Michelle. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. So they went for it from the 1 on 4th and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it. I know that quarterbacks across the league have spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches to go for it more on 4th down. Let's go get it, because nowadays you've got to score points to win games in the NFL. You can't just rely on your defense to hold them.
I think the quarterbacks want to eliminate field goals inside of 30 yards probably.
Well, listen, they have enough confidence in themselves that they can call plays and make plays that they won't need those field goals inside the 30.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is Jakeem Grant. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
So Miami coming out for their second drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But if there's that special one there, I say they go get him. Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and...
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on 3rd down.
A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Patriots take over. Cam Newton getting ready to go again on offense. And he's been busy with his feet. He's been quite the scrambling man.
And obviously that can break down a defense, but a lot of it is just that they just get trapped with worrying about it so much that other things break down as well. You know, you break the huddle, and you're not just playing what comes out at you. You're like, oh, God, don't let him outside of the pocket. Don't let him beat us with his legs. And then he starts to beat you other ways.
And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running out of the gun here, Breida. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd.
On 2nd down, Tua. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Number 34, Jordan.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
2nd and 6.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Tua. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he'll go underneath here to Breida. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. At the 11-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10.
Tagovailoa's pass.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. His pass caught at the 4. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the first down at the 1-yard line, though. They'll try and run for it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
14. Dolphins 13.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Getting set to go again here, Cam Newton marches back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Newton. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now the second-year punter, Jake Bailey, on for New England. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Miami set to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Howard. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is the punter Hawk as he gets this one away. And taken right on the 30. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
And the Patriot first
The former
down.
7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
Newton on 1st down. He completes it right side away. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Well, that's not exactly how they drew that one up, nor practiced it, because on 1st down, you're trying to get some yardage to set up 2nd and 3rd down calls. In this case, had to drop it off to his running back. But, boy, they closed quickly on that one and stopped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Over the middle, Julian Edelman. It's complete.
Complete to Julian Edelman.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st. And on the left side, he's got Witten. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
A gain of 9 yards.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Newton's pass.
He was looking for Julian Edelman that time, but it'll be 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
4. And it's 3rd down.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. Rohrwasser's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In our game, it was Cam Newton who led the way in that first half. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10. At their own.
Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On first down, here's Breida. Devin McCourty brings him down.
Ball carrier. Devin McCourty on the tackle. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
42-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Tua sets up to pass it. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 31-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Tua now on first down. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 1 more yard. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Tua now on first down. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Second and 6.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. That's complete right around the 8. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They'll run with White. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down.
Now a carry for White. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And James White, the man he was looking for out of the backfield. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Gets around him. Here comes Grant on the return. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Tua going to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Parker. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
To Devontae Parker. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. Tua hit, and the ball is out. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
Rohrwasser now for the point after. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Is good.
So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Miami set to take over. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Intercepted by the Patriots.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
New England trying to get a place on offense. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Now a first down throw for Newton. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Jason Witten, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Rohrwasser on for the PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now.
It is good.
Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Grant sets to return it. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Carry there by Jordan Howard, and we all know he started his career in Chicago and was a 2-time 1,000-yard rusher. Spent 2019 in Philadelphia battling injuries, but when he's healthy, can be a flat-out workhorse and can break down defenses.
1 play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Here's Tua. Out to the right here to Wilson. 3 yards the gain there, second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
Second and 7 at the 46-yard line.
Now Tua. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 42. 12 yards there and a first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And he won't get much. maybe a couple down inside the 35 and the 34. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks.
There's a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on third down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
On first down, Tagovailoa. Now thrown to Parker, complete on the slant. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one good for 13 at a Dolphin first down. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Dante Hightower make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Back at the 21-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
4th down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far.
A 31-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good.
The kick is...
And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12.
Patriots 31. Dolphins 19.
So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Here now we look at Jason Witten. And the numbers show it, low involvement early. But since he's been involved, it's been a good thing for this offense.
Indeed it has, and when you're able to finally get him going, get him fully integrated into the offense, things feel a whole lot better for your team. It expands everything that they do trying to move the football.
They begin with Michel on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it. This is Michel. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
On 2nd down, Michel. Oh, and now some space to operate. And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 22. A gain there of 30 big ones.
The 22-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A play fake to Michelle, now Newton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Roughing the passer, defense.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Michelle, the Patriot ball carrier.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll try the air now with Newton. That'll be caught. It's Sanu for the Patriot touchdown. Mohamed Sanu. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Justin Rohrwasser now for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a New England touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
So the Dolphins offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And it's right about this time of the year that you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
There certainly is, because we all know everyone is aiming for that #1 seed. But failing that, because only 2 teams in the NFL get a bye, 1 from each conference, that question becomes who's hot? Who's peaking at the right time as you start the playoffs?
Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Over the middle here to Wilson.
Tagovailoa's pass.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
They're able to locate Wilson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a 1st down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua.
It's complete to Parker, left side. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2 and a throw again. Over the middle, complete. It's Parker. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 14. A gain there of 21 yards.
At the 14-yard line.
One of the feature points of the end route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Running with Howard. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd down and 12. They go with Howard again. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Tua on 4th down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
from his goal line here, Newton. And that's caught by his tight end, Dalton Keene. 11 yards there, 1st down.
A gain of 11.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Yeah, they're going to try to eat some clock with Michel. Jerome Baker, the Dolphins' leading tackler a season ago, tallies another one.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
And it's Michel once again. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
New England on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Newton. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they could make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The Patriots send out their punter. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They've got a fourth down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
The screen was executed and completed, but where's the worry on the play? How many times is a quarterback going to get hit? Because offensive linemen have to do an acting job of making sure it looks like they're whiffing on blocks. But you got to slow them down a little bit, because if you don't, that's a lot of big guys coming at your quarterback in a big, fast way. And, boy, he can get hurt.
Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. That's caught by Howard. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 more on that one and another first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. But they'll drop this underneath to Howard. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Parker again. That takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for New England, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Miami, they drop their 10th game now to fall to 4-10. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week.